Hi everyone, welcome to my spring mini album tutorial. Today I'm going to be using my main kit as well as my embellishment kit and some lettering, as you can see, as well as my embellishments. This is a very simple mini album that will literally take you minutes to make. As you can see, what makes this album stand out is really the embellishments that you add on it. So our first sheet of paper, grab your scoreboard as well. It's going to measure out to be 4 by 11 3/4 inches. So once you have your sheet of paper, we're going to go ahead and score it at 1/2 inch, 4 1/4, and 8 inches. This is going to be your first cover page. And this is where you're going to use your circle nesting dies to go ahead and cut out that front cover. So this little tab right here, you want to just fold that down because that's going to glue onto the next page and then fold it back. And I actually had to trim my paper just a second. So go ahead and grab your scoreboard. Okay, and once you do that, grab your circle nesting die. I'm using it's about 2 inch, I believe. So it's about the 4th one from your kit. Go ahead and tape that to your page. I just use a tiny little piece of washi usually when I run it through my machine. You want to grab that there and then just rub it through your die machine, okay? So I've already actually done this. So I have a sheet already completed. There's my circle. Use the same size metal die and I've folded it. So now we're going to go ahead and do our second page. So grab your scoreboard. You're going to get a 4 by 12 sheet of paper. Simply score the 12-inch side at 4 1/2 and 9 inches. Go ahead and match that up. You're just going to glue that down to that tab. Depending what side of the paper you want to use is your choice. I wanted the yellow to pop out on my page. So once you fold it, go ahead and take some glue or any kind of adhesive and pop that on. You want to kind of give it a little bit of space so when you fold it down, it has a little bit of wiggle room. And then you're just going to kind of like open it just to make sure it's all okay and it's kind of stacking up nicely. Now you see how this side is showing? We don't want that to show in our album. So what I'm going to do is take a third page, which is 4 by 5 1/2 inches, and we're going to go ahead and score the 5 1/2 inch side at 1/2 inch. So once you do that, you want to kind of go ahead and fold that little score right there and just kind of pop it on. I'm just going to add some more glue here. And pop it on that last page. And hold on, I'm just trying to get it on there so you guys can see it. So ta-da! So simple. Now is the fun part, decorating. I'm going to go ahead and take my wood accent and put that on, just trying to match it up to see what I want. This kind of matches the paper, so I'm going to go ahead and pop that on and add my little thickers, my puffy thickers. I love this because it has that script writing, and I accidentally grabbed a B and I thought it was a P, so just bear with me while I switch this out. I realized it was an upside down B after I tried sticking the R on. And these are just so fun because they're like cursive. And you kind of just like align them along and match them up. You see how it kind of connects. And some of them you just kind of have to eyeball it and wing it on there. But it just looks beautiful no matter how you put it on, really. So there it is, spring. And now I'm going to go ahead and just try to match up some. I don't have the sticker from the first album, so what I'm going to do is take some of my, embellishments and make it work kind of the same way. So just know that you can get 2 of these albums very easy out of one kit. You could probably do 3, but I actually had to use some of my scrap paper for a test. So I'm just taking some double-sided tape, and I want this to pop out a little bit. So as you can see, I don't have the same die, so I'm just working with what I have, and I'm just kind of working around that circle to give it that little effect and make the circle just come to life a little bit. Now I don't have the same photos, so what I'm going to do to replace the photos is I'm going to go ahead and just add some project cards, which I typically do for snail mail and things like that. So just know that these little project cards from my pocket kit are actually just going to be replacement for photos. And so I'm just going to add some tape. You could do double-sided tape. And I'm going to go ahead and start playing with this, because what makes this album come to life is the embellishments on the edge. You want to like fold your book and eyeball it so you can see how it's going to look from the outside. And I'm just going to stack them up. These flowers are so beautiful and you cannot go wrong. I'm just going to stack this up to the top just to give it that really pretty layered effect. I love florals personally on all of my projects, and I love to do this with my mini albums to make them really come to life. So I'm going to add some vines, and the vines really just make this album pop. And in my first album, I used a little butterfly on the top, but couldn't really see my sticker from the way I stacked it in this one, so I just kind of put this little tiny sticker that says Joy right on the bottom. But again, I kind of layered my album a little different. And I'm going to add one more so that whoever opens the album, you know, they get this really pretty surprise of this other floral. So it's just stacked up. And you could even bend this a little bit to give it more of a 3D effect. So again, I'm just placing some project cards where the photos were. And that side I just kind of wrote a little bit of notes of what happened that day. I'm going to go ahead and add some more project cards right in here. And I'm going to add a pocket. I had to kind of search here for a pocket because that size was very specific. So, but there was another pocket that I'm going to use here to make it work. So I found this one, and what I did is I just kind of folded the top, and it fits perfectly. And I did make this album to fit that pocket perfect. So it goes, you just fold it and it folds perfect. I'm just adding a little sticker just to make that, break that green up a little bit. And then on this last page again, I do have some more photos, but I'm going to go ahead and stick some project cards. As you could see on the left there, I have a project card with a photo. So I put the project card down first, and then I put the photo on top. And then I just want to show you how I kind of used my frames. You just want to, you know, kind of just tilt it a little bit or just have fun with it. I'm going to go ahead and stick this last project card right here. And there is the album. It came out so cute, and I want you to know that like in the front here, if you like, you can totally make this front little piece in the first page. You can make that portion right there a pocket if you'd like, and you can stick a little tag on the front. So this is my album, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you have not subscribed, please subscribe.